live here at Hagel for the first ref game for the split B1 blue team this year. All right, about to get started here. I do not know most of the players on this team, so I will take a few games to figure out who's who and how they got the lines made up and stuff. I'll try to kind of wing it and read the jerseys as best as I can. Apologies for mispronunciations and everything else that's going to come along with that. All right, so these guys playing Rogers B1 Blue. We have no real scouting report on this team. Last year at the B1 level, we played both Rogers teams. I know one of them gives a pretty good fight, so hopefully we have a nice competitive game here. Yeah, so Tonka wearing the blue jerseys with skippers across They're diagonal across the jersey. These are their away jerseys, but I think we had already set up for Rogers to wear white, so we just kind of went with it, and this is a new style for the team this year, so why not try it out? Last year the blue ones just said Tonka in all capital letters across the front, so kind of like the change to Skipper's jerseys. Tonka coughs up the puck in the neutral zone, gives up their first shot, saved by, I don't think that's Everett. We have 2 goalies. I'll figure that out in a second. Shot kind of comes from the boards, deflected, gets up along the boards on the near side here. Taken down to the goal line. Sent in front. Ware can't get to it and get a shot. Puck up the wall. Ware picks it up at the blue line. Moves it down to the top of the circles, loses it. This is Jack. Shot in, close. Goalie with a paddle save there. Puck tied up along the boards. Sent out. It's going to go into the neutral zone. Picked up by number 3, brought in. He goes deep with it while the forwards change, at least most of them. Tries for the wraparound, ends up with Ware, and he's able to put that in for the first goal of the game. So great effort by number 3 there to get that puck in, get it down low, and then Ware cleans it up. It's the goal. Some adjustments here. All right, so Tonka up 1 rep here. Puck sent into Rogers' zone. Johnson tries to get it over to the middle. Rogers ends up getting to it, getting it out of the zone. Peterson's able to send it back the other way in the neutral zone. Now Newt Alexander with it. Back over to Peterson. And then Johnson gets it in. Some battling along the wall on the near side here. Ends up down in the corner. Rogers is going to try to take it around behind the net and come up the other side. Tonka keeps that from happening. Puck with Newt up high. Quick move. He's down the wall with it. Comes to the inside of the bottom of the circle. Nice. Great pass in front. Just didn't quite get to the right place. And then Rogers able to make the save and cover it up before. Got too dangerous there. A couple shots from Tonka though in close. Puck knocked out. Our own team sent right back into the neutral zone. Now Tonka with some speed. Into their zone with it. A little shot. Goalie makes a save. Not sure if their goalie's really good or we're kind of making them look good, putting them pucks on them in weird places. There's a face mask save, I think, on that last one. Makes another save there. Back up the wall to Shauna. Can't remember exactly her last name, but she's easy to spot. She sends it back down low. Almost comes out. Tonka able to keep it in. Over to Bickle. He takes a shot from the hash mark, and the goalie makes the save. Tonka wins the face-off, able to keep it in the zone. And Rogers able to get it up through the neutral zone where, I don't know if he's playing defense or if he's just helping back there. Definitely doesn't look like he's playing defense. So Tonka in on the rush. Ware with it around the net, tries to wrap it around. And fell as he did it. Knocked across the goal line, now along the far side wall. Picked up by Johnson, sent to the middle. Ware racing after it. And it's up behind the net. I don't know who that is. I'm pretty sure Shelby was going for the shot from behind the net. Off the goalie's back. Didn't happen though. All right, Ware sends this one into the zone. Eases us off. Able to poke it away from the Rogers player down in the corner though. Picked up by Shelby or Johnson. Up to Peterson at the point. Ends up in the slot. Ware with a couple of moves is going to shoot it. Goalie makes a save, has the ice pretty covered, so we had to get that thing up high to get it in. Sorry. Having some issues with the tripod here. First game of the season. I was a little shaky. All right. Battling in the neutral zone along the benches over there. Rogers unable to get the entry. They finally do. It's swatted away by Peterson. Over to Newt. The goal line, puck given up. Bickle able to recover it in the slot and sends it out. This might go for icing. Nope, ref waves it off. Not sure why. Shot from Shauna from the wall over there, just above the goal line. Goalie makes the save. And that one up to Bickle. Slot, shot, goalie, another face mask save, and then backhanded in by Bickle. Picked up his own rebound. So a nice little play there. Tonka giving this goalie a workout. We're not keeping track of shots, but I would guess he's already got 10. All right, Johnson on the face-off. Ends up with I say Kubliak, but I know that's not it. It's Kubulik. Sorry, I'm destroying your family's name pronunciation. Let's find out the first name. That'll be easier. Harrison, that's right. Okay, so Johnson picks this one up, high slot, takes it out of the zone. He's got Harry with him, and then flipped in, picked up by number 10. Harry, I think Hammer, that's just what they call him, but Wes, he scores that goal. So Tonka up now 2-0. Did I miss? Is it 3-0? Can't remember.
It's 3.
Yeah. I know. 3-0. 5:40 left in this period. Little back and forth by the D. Shot in from Jack and then picked up by Ware in the corner. Rims it around to Bickle. Bickle goes to chase down, couldn't handle it. Little kind of lost at Chalby with it along the wall. Comes down low, sends it to the middle. Bickle with it. Taken by Rogers though, out of the zone. And then lost. Stays in our half of the ice, or their half of the ice. Chalby with it on the blue line, able to get it in. Gets it over to Ware. Ware with a shot. It's deflected, almost makes its way in the near side, but ends up along the wall. Copools with it. Far wall. Up to Hare. Bickle takes a pass from Chalby there. Ends up with Rogers. They're able to get the exit, and then they get into our zone, but broken up by Bickle. Copools there. Bickle trying to get it out along the wall here. 3 Rogers players there. They're able to keep it in. Copools with it. Backhand up to Ware, who's at their blue line. In. He's got someone in the middle. Ware a couple of moves. Comes around behind the net, looking for someone to pass to. Gives it. Does a lot of skating. Gives his best Kaprizov imitation there. And pass in front, and the shot is saved. And then the puck might trickle out of the zone. Oh, back down low. Where will have it. Some more skating. He's trying to hit Sully. Does. Kind of hot though, and it comes in between his feet. Alexander brings it all the way in, down low now, below the goal line. Nice idea passing in front. There were a couple Tonka players there. And then a shot comes in from Peterson up high. That almost makes its way in off a couple deflections. Back down in this near side corner. Stays in the corner. Tonka though with control. Up the boards. Pass across to Alexander. He had to kind of move it fast. Puck stays around the blue line and then goes across for offside, so Tonko have a face-off right outside their zone. Bickle taking the face-off. He's with Emerson and Kabulik. Harry. Shauna gets to this off the face-off, helps get it in the zone. Bickle carries it down low to the goal line, cuts across. Back up in the slot over to McAlexander. So I think that's the other. No, that's Tristan. Puck loose right in front of the crease. Good job by Sean in a pinch there. Keep it in the zone. She's supported by Hammersang, but puck trickles by him. Now Rogers in. Defend it. Oh, it gets by Byers actually, and then backhanded shot and in. So Rogers gets their first of the game. So it's 3-1 with 1:55 left in the period now. And Johnson, Ware, Chalby out here with Hare and Copools as the D. Puck in and out of their zone, now back in the neutral zone along our bench. Back to Copools. And then loose into their zone. Ware on the chase. Gets a little rough there. Gets away without a call. Swats at this. Gets it away from the Rogers player on the rush. Chalby and Copools trying to defend along the wall here. Shot comes in hard. Ends up with Ware on the far side. Try and flip it out along the board. Stays in though. Good job by Hare there to come get that. Thought it went out of the zone. Out of the zone. Rogers brings it back in. Ware carrying it along the wall. Cuts across. High slot. Carries it around. He's going for that wrapper on him. If he just is being opportunistic, or he's got it in his head to try to get one of those tonight. And it's not Hare. Sorry, number 20, that other defenseman. It's Kari. Oh, tuck in down low. Probably with a good opportunity. Just got it a little late. So I'll be battling down here. 2 Rogers players. They win. Usually that's how it's going to go. Johnson to Chalby at the goal line. He takes a couple of swats at it. Goalie's able to keep it out. Chalby again with it. Bats it up high, but it ends up with a Rogers player. And they carry it out of the zone. Ware picks it up at the center line. Carries it back across the blue line. Chalby in with him. High down low now in front. Puck comes off the goalie and ends up with Rogers along this near side wall. Good job by Peterson to keep that in. And the period ends with Tonka pressuring hard in their zone. So strong period by Tonka. Gave up that one goal. Didn't really give up a lot of shots. And kept them out of our zone for the most part. So looking pretty good. We'll go on mute here. We'll be back in a second. No music in here anyways. All right, back at it here. Period 2, 13 minutes on the clock. So I think we just have the one. Oh no, we got both goalies here, right? I don't know. Just Hare tonight, I guess. Oh no, I see. Sorry, I think Everett's our other goalie. So my hunch is they'll switch halfway through this period. Puck back in their zone. Bickle shot. Wow, man, this goalie's just early making a lot of saves. That one was going right under the bar if he didn't get his glove on it. And puck into this near corner here. Bickle down there. Let's see who else that is. Kammersing. Peterson tries to keep that in, ends up popping out. Rogers can get it to the center line, and that's it. Newt now with it. He's got some space. Skates it in, goes wide, far side. Starts to cut across. Shot from the other opposite dot, basically. Sorry, it's Wiggum, not Hammersing. Wiggum in the slot, waiting for that pass a little behind him, though. Alexander picks it up on this side, shoots it in. Goalie makes the glove save, and that'll do it for this shift. We get a face-off on the far side, or I guess near side here. So Shauna and Tristan back on D. Johnson, Kabulik, and almost got them all. Who's number 10? Hammersing are the forwards. Johnson in close, had his stick kind of deflected, couldn't get it on net. Emerson now sends it in from that far side. Ends up on the wall over here. Rogers can't get it out. Bear sends it on net. It's loose in the near circle. Kabulik trying to get to it. Back up. Bear sends this one around the boards. Shauna comes in low to get this. Right at the hash marks. Bounces off her stick. Rogers is going to work it out. She's back, though, on the back check. Forces it up off their stick, and it's back the other way now. Off a Bears pass. Kabulik shot in from the hash mark. Goalie made the save. Now in the near corner. Johnson trying to get to that one. Ends up back below the goal line here. Johnson in. Oh, got that one by. All right, so Tonka goes up 4-1. Good effort by that line to get pucks to the slot and into the crease, and eventually good things are going to happen. Good job by the D pair on that shift too. Kept the pressure on. Ware off the face-off, gets this thing down low. Sorry, almost missed that. Pass into the slot, blocked, and Rogers able to carry it out. Bickle battling along the wall here. Puck sent up along the wall by our bench. Rogers covers it, sends it down low in their zone. Probably not the best strategy, but Ware picks it up below the goal line in the corner. Sends it off a Rogers skate. Bickle able to keep this in. Good battle along the boards right by the blue line here. Ware trying to get it down low. Penalty coming? A check on Bickle here. Wow, that's kind of soft penalty, I felt like. Multitasking here. Face off down in our end. Tonka going on the PK at 9:46 here. These are minute 30 penalties. So this one will be done at 8:16. Rogers able to keep this in. Tonka, though, battling through the neutral zone here. Alexander up to Wiggum. He makes a move at the center line and then able to get it in. Cross ice to Sully. Goes into the far corner. Puck given up. Shot comes in from Wiggum, though. Back up high. Peterson sends that down low. Wiggum now tries to get it up to, I think, McAlexander. Ends up with McAlexander. Backhands it back down along the wall. McAlexander then picks this one up. He's going to have a chance here. Nice in on the hash marks. Good save by the goalie, man. And then backhand from Johnson right in front of the net. Almost goes in. Ends up far corner. Rogers able to get it up the wall. Not able to get it out. Rogers now able to carry it out, get it across our blue line. Puck lost, though. Monk is there. Penalty's over. Should be? No? Yeah. So back to 5-on-5. Tonka still has got that skater out there, but there we go. Emerson off the bench. Gets this along the wall. Able to get it out. Nice backhand pass to Hare. He's in alone if he gets the shot off in time. Couple of moves, and then I think defenseman was able to get some stick on that and keep him from getting that last move to get it in. Hammersing's shot from the hash marks, saved. It goes into that far corner. Shauna pinched in down low, able to keep this one low. Goalie can't make this save. Puck was loose. Goalie was laid out. Tristan, nice move with the stick there. Keeps it in briefly, but it comes out. The Bears sends this one around. Off the wall right to Rogers' player, but then loose again. Shauna able to pick it up off the side of the net. Couple of passes. Hare ends up with it, coming down the slot over to Bickle. Oh, nice shot. Got it, able to make a quick move to his forehand, and then got it far side, top corner. Goalie didn't really even have any sight of it, I don't think. All right, so Tonka up 5-1 now. 6:46 left in this period. Bickle out here centering Ware on the left wing, and I think Shalby on the right wing over there. And then it's Kari. And yeah, Kari and Gopools. All right, puck briefly in our zone, then back up into their zone. Ware chasing this one down below the goal line. He's got Shelby in the crease there. Trying to get it up to Kari, I think. Can't. Able to take it back, though. Gets it down along the wall. Now he does to Bickle. Bickle sends it over to Shelby. Shot in. Goalie makes the save and hangs on to it. So I think both teams have changed goalies now, yeah. So this is a different goalie for Rogers and Everett, pretty sure, is now in net for us. Ware off the face-off, over to McAlexander, sends it into the near corner here. Chalby picks it up, loses it though. Rogers up the wall, McAlexander backing up. Chalby on the back check, just lodges that. Puck ends up with McAlexander. He's skates across, can't get it to Ware. Peterson. Oh, all right, now Ware with it behind their net. Sorry, some audio issues in the building here. Ware up the wall here. Skates by a couple players, just a defender left. Tries to get around him, gets the puck poked away. Probably should have passed it or just thrown it on net. Peterson with it. Over to Wiggum. Wiggum from the slot. Goalie makes the save. Ware picks it up down low. Back up into the slot. Wiggum trying to get there. Runs into a player. Up to Newt. Newt shot. Blocked. And then gets by Peterson. Rogers with the rush here. Ooh, a shot and a glove save by Everett down there. 4:49 left in the period. We get a face-off on that far side and on our zone. Johnson on the draw here. Wiggum on the near side wing. Byers and Sean are the D out there, I think. No? Yeah. And then Hare rounding out the forwards. Puck makes its way out. Shauna's side up along the wall. She's able to flip it back to the middle. Ends up with Hare. Backhands it. Johnson doesn't see it. Rogers gets to it first. Stays in the zone. Bears trying to keep it in. Ends up back in our blue line. Taken away by Rogers. But quickly back the other way. Rogers trying to get to this before our forwards get in there. Hare chasing this down. Bigham. Puck out of the zone. Nope. Stays clean. Hare sends it in far corner. Johnson going to get that. Hare in the corner. Taken out. Tripping call coming. Cross check. Interesting. Rogers going to the box. 3:40 on the clock. Kulik, Bickle, and Hammersing right here. Kari and Kopools are the D. Puck to Kulik, nice pass up high. Kari back down to him. Good puck movement. His attempted pass the middle though deflected. Rogers tries to get this out. Kept in by Jack. Sent into the middle there. Ends up with Rogers. Back up to the Tonka point here. Kopools carries it down low below the goal line. Sends it back up to Bickle, and Bickle's shot saved. Scully a little taller maybe. If he's covering, staying up a little more. That actually. Actually might be a girl, the goalie. Yeah, I think so. Over to Bickle here in the neutral zone. Sent all the way across. Kopools will pick this up, take it down low. Loses it though at the hash marks. Able to keep it in though. Seals up the wall in the corner, and then right to Hammersing. His shot wide though. From the bottom of the circle. Kari, shot, saved. Might have been going in. Might have been wide. And then Bickle backhands a couple times. Second one goes in. Tonka goes up 6-1. Tonka up 6-1, 2:07 on the clock. That penalty is over. Face-off goes back to the Rogers D, but then the Tonka players all over it here. Johnson's going to pick this up. Gets it across ice. Shalby carries it. Carries it in, given up though. Rogers with it down low. Shelby stays with it, takes it back briefly. Rogers trying to get this out. McAlexander keeps it in. Gets it down low. Ware abandons him, so there's no one down there to get the puck that Newt sent back in the zone. And now Rogers with a chance and capitalize. On. All right, face-off center ice, line change for Tonka. Wiggum, Bickle, Hare out here. Bears and Sean are at G. Bickle carries it in. A couple of nice moves there. Goes wide. He's got a shot here. He's got a nice Nice shot. He can get it right under that bar like he did on that last, I think his last goal, one of his goals. Does the same thing.
It's really good.
Bickle again. Gets another one, so 2 goals in about 5 seconds there. That one, I think, 5-hole. So at least a hat trick for him so far tonight. 49.9 left in the period. Rogers sneaks through the D. Can't get a shot off, though. Good job by RD to get back and keep that from happening. Hare ends up with this. Over to Bickle. Back to Hare. Nice passing. Goalie makes the save, though. D to D, and then down low, back up to Shauna, back over to Bears. He shoots, deflected to in front, no goal, comes in after the buzzer. Might have been a high stick there. Ref didn't call it, but looked questionable. We'll video review it tonight. 1 minute break here, and we'll be back for the third.
Whose idea?
All right, third period here. It's like they put 15 on the clock. Shot in down low by, who was that? Kabulik. It's probably Kubalak. It's Harry. All right, Copels sends us down low. Rogers is going to get to it first, near corner here. Pinched off down low by Harry. And then up the wall to Kari, back over to Jack. He comes in, shot, nice shot. Goalie saw it though and is able to get his chest in front of it. Collision in front of our bench. Puck goes over and back and over, so offside's called. We'll get a face-off in front of our bench. It's like where, it's like Newt is centering Chalby and Ware. Peterson and Bickle back on D. This is a dangerous line. Ware ends up with this at the hash marks, kind of muscles it all the way down. No one able to get the rebound though. Rogers trying to bring it up this side. Alexander drifts back to his natural position, I think, there. got a loose helmet strap. Bickle carries it around behind the net. Over to Chalby. Over to Ware. It's in the zone. Puck batted away. Ware skates all the way by it. Newt with it. Carries it down low. What a pass. What a nice play by McAlexander there. Ware finishes it off. 12:29 left. Tonka with a 9-2 lead here. Sorry, all kinds of problems going on here. Puck drifts out of the zone. Bears with it, center line. Gets it over to his partner. Shauna. Up to Chalby. Toe drags it. Gets away with it. Not the best place for that. Bears, Alexander. Rogers able to poke it back into our half of the neutral zone. Alexander staying with this though. Tied up in front of our bench. Taken away by Chalby. Ware offsides by a mile. Tonka will change the forward, change everybody out. And running clock we got going here. 11 minutes left. Johnson on the face-off. He's got Hare on the near side here, and then Wiggum is the far side wing. Kopels and Kari are the D. Goes back to Kari out of their zone, up along the boards. Kari sends it in, stays in the zone. Hare. Wiggum backhands it towards the net there. Brought around. Down into the far corner now, up the wall. Kari backs up. Sully tries to keep this in. He does, but it squirts out, and then Hare picks it up, Wiggum picks it up. He gets through a couple players, trying to get in low enough to get a shot. Sullivan bats it towards the net, ends up popping out of the zone by a Rogers player, being sent out. Kopels with it through our slot. Up the wall by our bench, out of the zone, back in by Rogers. Johnson. Kari on the rush. Carries it in. Tries to get it over to Hare, center ice. Can't. He gets taken out. Up to McAlexander. Sent to Hammersing, shot in, goalie makes the save, ends up behind the net. Newt down there battling. Up the wall, Kari sends it cross ice. Kopel was able to get to it, send it back down low. It's in the corner, kind of rolling. Hammersing gets to it. Rogers carrying it behind their net. Up the wall, Hammersing. Can't keep it in. Bickle able to keep it in. He skates down from the point. Right into the slot. Loses it. Harry tries to send it towards the net. Can't. Rogers pokes it away. Now battling along the wall. Hammersing in there. Harry and now McAlexander helping out. And we get a whistle. Just because there were players down and it was dangerous. All right, face off near side. Their zone. McAlexander backhands it over to Hammersing. Ends up back with McAlexander, but taken away by Rogers. Coming up this near side wall. Peterson's the D. He's able to get to it, but come in with some steam. They are able to drive it into our zone. McAlexander gets taken out. Harry gets it out. Ref says no. I thought it was out. And this time Harry bats it out. It does make its way all the way into their zone. Their D pick it up. Up the wall, right back to Bickle. He's going to skate by a couple players. Another one. Got one more. Just takes the shot, though. Goalie makes the save. Not sure where the puck is. Yeah, he made the save.